Now that I'm returning to do more shopping-based reviews, this episode is going to be dealing with BuySteampunk.com, a de facto shop for any gearhead that basically amounts to the steampunk equivalent of Walmart, something that is by turns both good and bad, but mostly bad. I ran across the shop early in my career as a steampunk when, out of boredom, I typed steampunk shopping into Google. Up popped the aptly named BuySteampunk.com, which I proceeded to peruse with wonder and delight, innocent young punkette that I was at the time. Said delight wore off gradually, however, when I realized that what BuySteampunk.com actually does is take all the posts on eBay with steampunk in their description and line them up for your perusal on their own website. Now this isn't so bad of a thing per se, and they also have things not related to eBay, such as their book list, linked to Amazon, which provided me with both the excellent Etch City and the atrocious Whitechapel Gods. Immediate downsides that jump to mind include the fact that the list of items for sale is often left unedited, so one can often wade through 3 different listings for the same style of goggles, or else assloads of sellers offering gears gutted from broken clocks in bulk. The pictures are also minute, meaning that you'll need a magnifying glass to view them unless you'd rather render yourself blind at the age of 20 from excess eye strain. The items are also supposed to be sorted into categories, but quite often are slapped together in a rather haphazard manner, thus meaning that all those bulk gears I mentioned before would usually wind up under the heading of jewelry. Now, I'm no web designer, but wouldn't it make a hell of a lot more sense to stick such items in a category of supplies? Now, as it would happen, about 2 months after I began to peruse BuySteampunk.com, they changed their layout. Suddenly, the design seemed a bit prettier, but everything else went to shit and has remained there ever since. For starters, there's the issue that the website takes forever to load. You can make an entire sandwich while waiting for the screen to appear and eat it during the time that it takes to switch from one category to the next. And now the site doesn't even have a book category any longer. Clicking on it sends you back to the clothing section for reasons that completely fly over my head. So should you use it? The reality, I'm afraid, is no. Without its book section, the website is nothing more than an overcomplicated version of the search engine on eBay, and furthermore, it's easier to narrow one's search on eBay than it is to screw around on BuySteampunk.com. That's it for this week's review. Next time I'll be tackling the Victorian Trading Company, a go-to spot for many a frilly item or nice piece of vintage decor. Ta!